And good morning. Welcome to the Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today is Thursday, July 2nd, and we're very pleased to have my man Tommy Brown, co-owner of Tag Collects, right here in Carrollton to discuss not only his store, but to chat about the upcoming event, TagCon 5. It's July 10th and 11th right here at City Station on Maple Street in Carrollton. It's going to be a massive trading card expo. People can get T-shirts. There's going to be a lot of things to talk about, but we'll let the professional talk about that. Just a quick reminder for folks, if you have any questions or comments for my man Tommy, you can hop in the live stream at our WLBB News Talk 1330 Facebook page, and I'd be happy to read those questions to our guest. Of course, you can also share the link to our Graded Communications YouTube. Spread the good word. Everybody listening has a nephew or a brother or themselves who are interested in pop culture, trading cards, etc. This is going to be an event you're not going to want to miss. Tommy, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Man,
thank you for waking up bright and early, coming on the show. For folks at home who may not have stopped by the store, which is a pleasure. I mean, Jessica and I came by one day, and you guys were so informative, so patient. You guys took your time with us, explaining all the different things that Jessica was looking at. We appreciate that. If you could, for folks who hadn't had a chance to stop in your store, tell them a bit about yourself, and then we'll talk a bit about Tag Collects and everything else.
So, a little bit about me. Originally from here. Grew up pretty much in Atlanta, down through Jonesboro, stuff like that. Went to school out west, come back, met my business partner about 5 years ago, and we kind of got into this hobby. He's been into it. You know, he's about 9 years younger than me. Yeah. So he was into it when he was a kid, and then he got out of it. Then his brother, his brother's son, his nephew, got him back into it. And then he got me into it.
Like the Godfather. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah, he couldn't get away from it, it seemed. But very enjoyable hobby. I do enjoy it. As far as Tag Collects go, we are a local card shop here in Carrollton. We mainly deal in TCG, which is trading card games. So we have a lot of people that'll bring us, old like Ninja Turtle cards or Star Wars cards, just collectible cards, and we technically don't really sell those. We sell just the game part of trading cards, and we really care about, like you were saying, explaining everything, being very informative. We really care about the community learning aspect of it as well, not just the sales. We have kids that come in, and I have one of my employees, Tim. He'll just take time and sit down and play with them, play the game, and teach them how to play it. No charge. You come in, sit down, and learn. And then now we're starting our Pokemon locals, like actual ranked matches and stuff on weekends.
Sure, that tracks, because when we came in, I mean, there was a solid crowd. I mean, people were hanging out. It was like a lounge. I mean, I figured, yes. It felt kind of less like a storefront and more like, I mean, it's legit. I mean, it's a lounge, playroom. People are having a good time. And I appreciated when we first discussed, met you and we were looking at the products and stuff, that you made a point to kind of emphasize that you guys really wanted to. You guys feel like your older brother's cool friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you guys are very chill. So it's like you can come in here, hang out, and you guys encourage a family-friendly environment. So like parents can bring the kids, come hang out. It's not like you're going to have to, spend tons of money if you want to hang out for a while. Like, you find some stuff you like, and you might can learn a few things.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a dime to come to the store. So I have a couch with a N64 and a 65-inch TV. You can come in and play N64 and hang out and then leave.
There it is.
We want to just
Mario Kart.
Yes. That's literally the game that was in there yesterday. Is Mario Kart. We try to do things to just give people a place to go. Without having to worry about spending a ton of money. We don't, when you come in, we don't hound you and follow you around the store. We tell you, let us know if there's something you want to see or us get it out of the display, because we don't want you to feel pressure that you have to buy something to be in here. Just come hang out with us, relax, sit in the AC when it's 90 degrees outside, and, don't stress about buying anything. We'd love for you to buy something, because
Sure.
we want to keep the business going. But if you don't, it's okay. We met a new person, and they got to experience what it's like to be at Tag Collects.
Awesome. So, you guys made a splash in, national news
Yes.
last year because there was a smash and break in, right? Some cats
Yep.
smashed through the window.
Christmas Eve.
Came in. How much the value, how much did they take?
I think if I remember the numbers correctly, it's around 112,000
Goodness gracious.
worth of product. It's become a national problem. I think I read a statistic of not long after that, a few days after that on Reddit, that Pokemon stores are becoming one of the most robbed locations in the country outside of liquor stores and gas stations and stuff like that, because Pokemon cards aren't serialized unless they're graded. Then they have a number that associates with them, a certification number. But if you just have raw cards, you could have a $10,000 raw card, and me and you could both own one. And if we handed it to somebody else, they couldn't tell whose it was because there's no registration number or anything that's with it.
There's no way.
So
to
it's
track
an
it.
easy thing to sell, and nobody can tell if it's stolen.
Well, that was a massive, unfortunate situation, and
Yes.
and I'm glad that you guys have gotten through that, and
It
that
wasn't
story.
going to deter us at all.
Nah, that's going to slow you guys down.
Because again, we're here for more than just the sales. We were asked to make this store after our second convention. People we had probably 3,000 people at the convention, and probably half of those said, "Hey, we need a local card shop."
Yeah.
We're tired of going all the way to Atlanta. You have a couple other card shops here, but they're not Pokemon focused. One of them I think is more Yu-Gi-Oh, and the other one's Warhammer and video games.
Yeah. Oh,
So we're Pokemon and Magic focused, and that's what people were asking for. So we didn't just open it for us; we opened it for them. So,
so this is actually why I did want to bring up the burglary, because I think that it spoke to the value, and you really set it up nicely, the value of these properties that you guys collect. The last time that I heard, that I heard people talking about Pokemon extensively was that Palantir NSA reconnaissance operation that was called Pokemon Go. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Or that's what they say. That all that data was fed into that.
Yeah, we're technically, you can, if you get on Pokemon Go, you can get Pokemon at our location.
No way.
I submitted it with Pokemon, and there are Pokemon that'll pop up here and there at our store.
Okay, so that was a game where you could take your phone and you could basically catch Pokemon that were
Correct.
out, and you're walking down the Greenbelt and there's a Gengar or something, there's a
Correct.
Pikachu, a Meowth or something.
Yep. As long as you got the phone out, it'll show you, and it'll lead you to where they're at.
So that massive that game from the early pandemic. Do we think that helped catapult these properties? I'd love for you to get through the different properties that you guys carry, because you touched on a couple on Pokemon. But do we think that kind of helped catapult this franchise into the place where it's so valuable as it is now?
I'm not sure if it that singular thing catapulted it into the value. I honestly don't know what the spark was to get it to this craze.
It's amazing.
Because when me and Kenny started, me and him were hanging out, and we got some Japanese Pokemon booster boxes.
Yeah.
And I got 2 big hits out of both boxes,
Sure.
the big hits of those sets. And that got me hooked. I was like, ooh, I just opened a $100 box, got a $1,200 card. I'm good. Let's keep doing this.
I'm in, yeah.
But from then, it wasn't as crazy. And then all of a sudden now it has just exploded. It's went just where people are like the late 90 Black Friday deals at Toys R Us. They're fighting each other in stores to get cards or get packs and sealed product at Walmarts and stuff. So much so that Best Buy is going to stop carrying it, I think.
Whoa.
There was one store, I can't remember if it's Best Buy, but I'm pretty sure somebody told me the other day that Best Buy is trying to phase out carrying it. No, I remember what it was. It was Kroger's have the vending machines.
Oh, yeah.
And people were fighting and hanging out in front of the vending machines so long they're getting rid of them. They're taking them out of their stores.
So these are very, very coveted properties. These games, the TCGs, the trading card games, it's the full experience, not just individual cards. These are people that jump into this. I mean, you guys started with conventions. I mean, I think that's something
Correct.
really cool, because when we come back after the break, of course, we're going to talk more about TagCon 5, but could you speak a bit about that? So you guys were requested to make a brick and mortar,
Correct,
because of how solid these conventions were.
Correct.
Could you speak just briefly to
Yes,
that,
yes.
like kind of the history of that?
So how the convention started was LC and Kenny. That's where Tag Collects comes from. Is the name. They're McTaggart.
Yeah.
So we use Tag Collects because LC owns a commercial AC business called Tag Metalworks.
Nice.
So they started with the first convention. I wasn't a part of that one because I had a neck surgery literally the week of the convention.
Whoa.
So I wasn't a part of that one, but I came on for TagCon 2, obviously. But yeah, how they originally started is Kenny would get single cards, get them graded, or him and LC, they'd get them graded, and then they'd go to conventions. And then, the business minds that they are, they're like, I think we can do this. Why can't we host one of these? So they did. They hosted TagCon 1 at City Station, and that went very well. And then TagCon 2 was twice as big. And, now, like you said, we're going into the fifth one. But yeah, conventions is really where we started. I mean, we tried a few other avenues. Me and Kenny tried going in gas stations with packs. We'd get like a cardboard display and go into gas stations, and I'd go. We did it on our way home from our normal jobs, and we would stop and fill them up. And after the second convention, we stopped doing that because people were like, well, we need a store. We want a store. Can y'all give us a store? And we're like, well, we don't need that product in a gas station. We need it for the store.
We got Tommy Brown in the Community Voice studio with us today, talking about not only their business, Tag Collects, but as well as TagCon 5. It's coming up July 10th and 11th, a massive trading card game expo and pop culture expo. You're not going to want to miss out on this. Some of the most popular properties that are out and about now, and of course, something that's great for the whole family. Not going to want to miss TagCon 5, but we'll talk all about that and a lot more when we come back. Community Voice, brought to you by Tanner Health.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
And we're back. The Community Voice. Today is Thursday, July 2nd. If you're just tuning in, we've been hanging out with Tommy Brown, co-owner of Tag Collects, the trading card game store right here in Carrollton. Right over here, is it First Tuesday? Is that the
First Tuesday Mall?
First Tuesday Mall, right over here next to the Food Depot.
We're right behind the UFO vape store.
That's it, right behind the UFO vape store. Love the name of that store. So if you haven't had a chance to go in, I mean, it is very much you can tell when you come in that there's a love for the games. It's not like it's just a property you sell. You guys actually know everything about these cards, and if you don't, you can fill it in, including the rules to all the games, hanging out with families, helping them learn how to play, helping foster relationships between older and younger generations. It's a very happy spot.
That's one reason the N64 is in there.
We were talking earlier. If you want to play some Mario Kart, they got N64 set up down there. It's very much a family friendly environment, and I love that has. Well, I was going to say it extends to your conventions, but the conventions came first.
Yes.
One of the things we're here talking about today, of course, is TagCon 5. This is Tommy's first time on the show to talk about this event. Let's talk about TagCons. Again, this is July 10th and 11th at City Station, so that'll be next week.
Yes.
Man, tell us all about it. So let's say that some of our listeners are tuning in and that they have some kids or nephews or themselves are really or nieces. Let's not forget.
You wouldn't be surprised how many women and girls are into this as well.
especially with all these other like One Piece and all these other like anime franchises. It's amazing how inclusive this world is. Like everybody's a part of it. See, I'm biased because I just remember me getting cards when I was younger, thinking guys. No, it's guys and girls. Let's say that someone's tuning in and they're going to bring this crew to TagCon at City Station. What can they expect?
So at TagCon, you can expect around probably 50 plus different type of vendors, or not type of vendor, but different vendors. The majority of them are TCG or Pokemon and other TCG related. Like we have some people that make 3D prints. We have people that make like desk mats and rugs and all that stuff of Pokemon themed. Again, Magic, One Piece, like you said, Digimon, Funkos, blind boxes.
Oh, Funko Pops are massive. Like that's such a collectible item.
Yeah, they we have vendors that are now for this con. It's the most different vendors we've had. Getting like 1 to 2 tables. They're coming from all around South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, everywhere. Also, tickets are only $5 to get in, and that's for the whole show.
Wow. So it's both days.
Correct. If you come in Friday, you get a wristband or a stamp, whichever you prefer, because some people don't want something on their wrist. And you can come back Saturday at no charge. And kids 12 and under are free. We're hoping to have the most turnout that we've ever had at this show. We try to provide the most diversity and different types of products for different collectibles. I mean, we've got anywhere from our friend Nick's daughter who sells little blind box bow bun things, and she's a teenager, all the way to a guy named Mr. Boehm that literally sells black and white car photos from ads back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
What? Really?
We've got that kind of drastic, range of vendors at the con. Yeah, we don't discriminate. As long as it's something that City Station allows, and it's not something that's going to harm the reputation of Tag Collects, then bring it and try to make a little money on it.
This, and I love, because this is the 5th one, so this explains.
Correct.
You guys have built relationships with a lot of these vendors, and you guys we were discussing just before the show. You guys had very much a shotgun approach to advertising. I mean, you've been running ads with us. You've had some billboards, but also you guys have been, targeting ads specifically out of state for folks, for vendors and other groups that might want to come out, because this is an international hobby. I mean, you think that
Pokemon's the largest media franchise on earth.
Yeah, but you think there's a lot of like car YouTube accounts? Go type in Pokemon or like card opening, like
Correct.
cats open, like unboxing videos. It's endless.
Well, you have tons of whatnot streamers, and now TikTok's doing it where you can go bid on packs there and people open them for you. It's just the hobby. We thought it would possibly cool down, like we were in a bubble. And then, that bubble will pop and it'll kind of level out. It just keeps inflating. It's just going and going and going. And I haven't seen any end to it yet.
Man, I mean,
it's a very easy hobby, and it's a fun hobby for people.
Well, and it goes a long way that it's something that, like, it's a group activity. It's like you can play by yourself in some capacity, but this is things that friends. I mean, me and my friends back in the 90s, used to hang out and play Pokemon and pull out the Pokedex and like do all that. I mean, it was
Correct.
a big deal.
Yeah, it gives you that sense of community, which is, in this day and age with social media, how we tend to stay away from each other. This is a way to bring you back together. And a lot of people miss that sense of community that we used to have in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I love, like last night was our Magic Commander League night. And, the store was full of people. Every table had a seat filled, with people playing.
Yeah. So, so folks come out to TagCon. That's July 10th and 11th. What time does the doors open?
On Friday the 10th, it's from 4 to 10 p.m. And then Saturday is 10 to 6.
10 to 6. Perfect. So folks come in. There's going to be 50 plus vendors, tons of vendors,
100 tables,
100 tables.
Yep.
You got not only, of course, TCGs, trading card games for folks that are just tuning in, like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, One Piece, Digimon.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, there's going to be Funko Pops and whatnot, but
Tennis shoes. I mean,
tennis shoes. But that's, I think, an important. There's going to be sports cards.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
there's a few people that do sports cards with us.
All right.
We do have one sports card display. It's just I played football for 13 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know sports cards.
Yeah.
Not me.
That's
nor
Colin
Kenny.
in there, bro. Colin knows everything about those
So
cards.
we have the Carrollton Middle School, the baseball coach, Scott Johnson. We have a display of his in there. We can sign to him for just sports cards.
Nice.
So he handles all that for us. But yeah, we have probably 5 or 6 vendors that do sports related memorabilia, not just cards. Like you'll have signed helmets, jerseys. One guy at the last show had a championship ring for sale. I think I think it was from the Ravens 2000 Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't exclude sports, from the con. It's
What's
just,
the over and under I could walk out in Ric Flair's robe? Do we think that's possible?
Probably not. Rick's done sold about most of those, I believe.
I love that he knows already, though.
Yeah,
He knows.
Yeah, Rick sold most of those off to pay for I don't know what 9 divorces now.
Yeah, probably. For real. Yeah, he's collecting fiancés. That's like a
Yeah.
trading card game.
I seen something where he told his son to stop selling the robes off to pay for his stuff. So,
Pay for his stuff.
yeah, these robes are out there, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's probably. Well, I guess if they're out there sold, it'd probably have a high possibility of finding you one.
So I think this is important for listeners to understand is that, I know we're talking about Tag Collects, of course, they're known and respected for their repertoire of TCGs, trading card games, and Funko Pops and other products. But at TagCon 5, don't think it's just going to be cards.
No, it's a
little bit of
variety of things.
Well, what about like food and stuff? Are there going to be any like refreshments?
There is a restaurant on site.
Good. Oh yeah. Mustard
Yeah.
seed.
Yes.
Mustard
yes.
seed.
So
at
City Station. Now there will be a couple vendors that sell like fudge and chocolates and stuff like that, but
Pokey sticks or something.
some maybe yeah. But as far as like actual meals, no. The City Station will let you bring food. I don't think as a customer, but as a vendor.
Sure.
They actually City Station's been really great to us. Halsey over there's been great. They have their people there that'll for our vendors for $5, just a little $5 tip will go to Taco Bell, Wendy's, or stuff and bring you food so you don't have to leave your table.
No way.
Oh yeah, man, they've been tremendous to us. That's why we've kept the show going there constantly. We're trying to work out, hopefully, maybe next year doing a multi-store show with other stores here in Carrollton at the West Georgia Coliseum.
Excellent.
So it's 3 levels. So one level will be playing. So everybody will be playing the games, video games, Magic, Pokemon, and then you'll have 2 levels of sales. So, but find out more about that at TagCon 5.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, time is 8:53. We're almost out of time. I'm going to go ahead and knock out that last commercial break. But when we come back, we'll wrap up our conversation with co-owner of Tag Collects right here in Carrollton, Tommy Brown, as we discuss TagCon 5 coming up July 10th and 11th at City Station right here in Carrollton. So stick with us. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
A single type of card.
And we're back to Community Voice. Today is Thursday, July 2nd. We only got about 5 minutes here with our guest, Tommy Brown, co-owner of Tag Collects, as we chat about the upcoming TagCon 5, the 5th biggest and best convention that they're going to be putting on right here at City Station in Carrollton, July 10th and 11th. Be sure to go on our WLBB News Talk 1330 Facebook page, and you can share the link to the live stream with the interview today, as well as our Grad Communications YouTube. You can spread the good word, let friends, family know, because I promise you this, you're going to know probably 20% of the people you know, or if not way more, are super into this, and you want to let them know, because this is going to be a very, very fun, safe, lots of parking event, great for the whole family. There's not going to be any inappropriate vendors, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, you're coming out to 100-plus tables of pop culture memorabilia, Pokemon, Digimon, sports memorabilia, trading cards, sports cards, all kinds of stuff, T-shirts, rugs, tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Tommy, in the time we have left, is there anything that you'd like to share with the audience? Anything maybe we left out? Anybody you want to thank?
The community. Like we, as a new store, we don't have distribution yet. There's certain guidelines. You have to be open for a certain amount of time and buy stuff that is really hard to sell, like supplies and stuff like that from the distributor to be able to get distribution. Ours doesn't start till next year. And one big thing the community's done for us is helping us find product, to sell in the store. They bring it to us, singles, sealed, stuff like that. The community is really thanked us back, or we have to thank them back for giving them the store. We did it for them, and they've showed that, we really wanted you guys to do this. We want you to make it. We want you to get the distribution, And our biggest thing is, yeah, we want to teach you about Pokemon, teach you about Magic, and sell you those products, but our customer service is key. We want to greet everybody that comes in. We want everybody to be comfortable and happy, regardless if you bought anything or not. We want you to remember coming into Tag Collects and that you enjoyed just being in there. Like we were talking about with the N64, people our age played it as kids. So you can come in with your kid and be like, oh, look what I used to play. Let me play this with you. This might be the only opportunity, unless I buy one, to ever do this with you. So we think about little things like that to try to connect people, in ways they, may not be able to connect elsewhere.
I mean, because it's always it's that meta current underneath anything. You talk about I didn't grow up knowing much about baseball, right? I mean, I just saw it on TV and stuff, and then I go to a Braves game with my guys here, and it's like you see something else. You see that
Correct.
meta quality, which is what this is what they love.
Yes.
It's like it just also happens to be tied to this sport.
Yeah.
It's like with when you have something like these trading card games. I mean, it inspires creativity. Mm-hmm. It honestly, people don't realize it, but these kids that get interested in these kinds of games, their math skills are out of control. Their memorization skills are out of control. A way to train your mind. I mean, at such a young age, to like this taxonomy of characters to play these games. I mean, it's a plus all around. And
Correct.
And I appreciate that the community supported you guys putting this store together. You guys supported the community by making it happen, and now we're looking down the barrel of TagCon 5. It's going to be the biggest and best yet, man.
TagCon 5 is going to be the biggest con in West Georgia. We hope to just keep it growing and keep people coming. That's why we keep the prices affordable. We don't want you to spend the money to get in just with us. We charge essentially just to pay for the venue. We want you to spend that money with the vendors.
Excellent.
We want the vendors to be happy. We want you to be happy, and we try to give you as much diversity as we can so you find what you're looking for.
Excellent. Tommy, I appreciate you, brother, and
Yes,
thank
sir.
you
Thank you for having me on.
to your partners and to everybody that's putting TagCon 5 together. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Yes, sir.
And for everyone who tuned in with us today, thank you for joining us. Share the link to the event.
One more thing, can
Yes,
I
sir.
say? This isn't Tag Collects, but it is a part of the umbrella. If you need any auto repair and you want quality work that you can rely on, go see GMPI, which is Kenny and Luis Santos. Kenny McTaggart, Luis Santos, right here on Alabama Street.
You can't find better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.